In the Pacific region, natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and tropical storms are regular occurrences that create sudden and catastrophic conditions, which can destroy a nation's stability in a matter of hours. When a recovering nation asks for assistance from their neighbors in the Pacific, even the most well-meaning disaster relief efforts can be hindered by any number of complications, like poor coordination, limited resources, or simple misunderstandings. That is why American and Indonesian armed forces, as well as civilian humanitarian organizations, came together to create Exercise Gema Bhakti.
On behalf of the Commander of the United States Pacific Command, Mr. Harry Harris, Admiral Harry Harris, I'd like to welcome the participants to Jakarta, Indonesia and the Gema Bhakti 15 staff exercise. I'd also like to thank our gracious hosts from the Indonesian military, the TNI, for all their efforts in planning and organizing this exercise. And frankly, I'd like you to join me for a round of applause for the superb organization that I've seen so far.
This exercise is a facilitated, discussion-based event where representatives from several professional backgrounds in every armed forces branch of both nations come together to learn about organizing humanitarian assistance and disaster relief efforts at the operational level.
This sort of facilitated discussion, it's absolutely essential to understanding another country, especially if you're about to participate with them in the future on an exercise or an operation. Right now, there's information you can read in books, or there's information that we can give one another about our organizations, but it's not until you're in these sort of fact-based scenario discussions, or we're giving examples from other humanitarian aid missions or combat missions that we've all been on, that you really start to see where we have subtle differences in understanding or where we actually come together and are very aligned. Sometimes it's actually very surprising.
This year's exercise represents the third iteration and already demonstrates rapid expansion in regards to the topics covered, the depth of the training, as well as the scope of the exercise itself.
Indonesia is one of the top 3 countries in the world that has the most natural disasters from land to sea. They are very capable at conducting their own domestic disaster management and the response. We consider them experts in this area. Coming from last year and looking at how they performed to this year, they were already good at it internally. Externally would probably be their next level that they're stepping up, and that's why we're working with them so that they will grow into providing that capability in the region to their neighbors as well. Possibly in another time in the future, there is that chance that the U.S. will be there and will meet up with them outside of their country to assist another country.
As the exercise continues to grow, the organizers hope to increase American and Indonesian involvement and make Gema Bhakti a major multilateral interaction for years to come. Reporting from Jakarta, Indonesia, I'm Petty Officer Kirk Putnam.